All right, we've been hearing a lot about face masks lately. It's now mandatory to wear a face mask in public in Salt Lake and Summit County. And right now, Salt Lake City is trying to get the word out. So this morning, Andrew Wittenberg with the Salt Lake City Department of Economic Development shares what they're doing to raise awareness. Andrew, it's always good to see you this morning.
Hey, Brian, good to see you as well.
You got a face mask, Andrew?
I do, yeah, right here. We've been encouraging face masks and always keep them close by.
So yours looks pretty basic. It looks black. You're going the conservative route there this morning.
A little American flag action. It's reversible.
Oh, you got a 2-for-1. Way to go.
That's right.
You can't see mine probably, but I've got a BYU mask that looks kind of similar to your American flag one.
Yeah, a little bit. You know, I'll give you a flash the U a little bit.
Geez.
But that's
yeah, we sit
good.
on opposite sides of that spectrum, that's for sure. So what's the reaction been in Salt Lake City for people with those new mask requirements?
It's been pretty positive. We've heard a pretty strong, overwhelming amount of support from businesses that are looking for a way to encourage their patrons, their employees to wear masks. They're looking for something to come from the city or from the county that supports them in that endeavor. And so we've come up with this mask wearing campaign. We've heard a lot of these studies coming out talking about how vital mask usage can be, how it can reduce the spread. We heard from the chief economist at Goldman Sachs this week that it could actually help save 5% of the GDP if everybody around the country were wearing a mask. And so we want to do what we can to encourage mask wearing, particularly for our businesses and in the public, so people stay safe. The public health side of this is very significant, obviously, but that's also the fastest way to recover our economy is for the mitigation of COVID-19.
Now, we did a report this morning about how much of a difference it makes wearing a face mask versus not wearing one. And if let's say you didn't wear anything at all, the droplets, there was a study measured that said those droplets, just from our normal speaking, would go 8 feet. If you wore a mask like the one that you or I were showing, they only go about 2.5 inches. There's a huge difference in wearing that mask. And that's part of the thing I'm sure that you want that campaign, you want people to realize.
Right, exactly. And I think, you've probably seen all of the different graphics that people are putting out there on social media, which illustrate the importance of mask wearing, how it reduces the particulate spread. And so we came up with this mask campaign for businesses, 2 different designs that will be available next week. One is sort of adopting a popular campaign, a no shirt, no shoes, no mask, no service campaign that we've seen from our friends in the county in some language and elsewhere around the country. And then the other poster, Brian, is surrounding language, because we know it's inclusive, that this virus doesn't discriminate based on what language you speak, where you live, which zip code, county, wherever. And so we want it for everybody to understand the importance of it. So we have one version that I talked about, and the second version has please wear a mask in English and the other top 5 most spoken languages, which is courtesy of the Salt Lake City School District. So we know it's important for everybody to embrace this.
Yeah, it's one of those things I think a lot of people, some people have been surprised when they go to different businesses, or maybe they're just not keeping up with the headlines as much as they should. So having this campaign out from the city definitely gives them an opportunity to see it more. Do you think it will work?
Hopeful, yes. And like I said, we've had overwhelming support from the business community that's been asking for this for a couple of weeks. So we developed it as quickly as possible. We're getting these deployed just as a show of support for our businesses, to help them to be able to stay in business and hopefully have their customers stay safe and stay open, their businesses, and also for just their employees and safety of the actual workplace as well. So any support that we can lend is we're happy to do. And
that is the key, of course. Andrew, before we let you go, where can businesses go to get those posters you just showed us?
Yeah, we'll begin distributing them next week through our partners through the Salt Lake City area. We'll also have online versions that you can download on our website, slc.gov/ed.
Okay, and of course, we'll have a link to that on our website, abc4.com/GMU. Talking with Andrew Wittenberg with the Salt Lake City Department of Economic Development. Show me that mask one more time, Andrew.
There you go.
I'm wearing my BYU mask for you.
Yeah, I need to get one.
You should. I'll get one to you. Thank you, Andrew.
See you, Brian.